All right, you called in this week about potentially offensive signs, white power signs at a high school basketball game, and also the American Sniper murder trial. But we begin with yesterday's first ever gay marriage in Texas. Here's your viewer's voice.
With this ring.
A lesbian couple married this week in Austin when a judge ordered a clerk to issue a marriage license because one of the women is battling ovarian cancer.
You know, I'm not for it, but I am just so sick of it. It is what it is, so they get married. Good for them.
The Texas Supreme Court closed the gay marriage window, and the Attorney General moved to invalidate the marriage.
The quote marriage unquote of those two lesbians in Travis County is filthy, disgusting, perverted, and sinful. The news media should be ashamed of themselves.
I don't believe in homosexuality, but we might as well quit wasting tax dollars on fighting it.
The American Sniper trial is nearing its end. An interesting development this week when prosecutors asked the killer's mother why she didn't tell Chris Kyle Eddie Ray Routh had been in a mental hospital, saying it might have saved Kyle and Chad Littlefield's lives.
If he's as crazy as what they're saying he is, she should be held responsible because she should have let Chris Kyle know and Chad Littlefield know what they were getting into, and they would have never taken him to a gun range.
Flower Mound High School students held up signs at a basketball game that their opponents thought were offensive.
Won't y'all quit pushing this racism bullcrap that y'all are pushing?
Callers came up with all kinds of scenarios.
You don't show to the left of that the same sign that says down, and next to it another sign that is tilted that says with. So really the stand sign says down with white power.
No. The district just released its findings. They say the students had a total of 4 signs with references to the school's colors and mascot. Navy and white, Jaguar power. At the time of the picture, Navy and Jaguar weren't being held up. Now we've got a full color correction segment. People just don't believe we haven't changed sides with our time and temperature graphics.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but you did change from the right to the left on the time and the weather.
Okay, to the viewer's voice time machine. Graphics on the left-hand corner today. 2010, time and temp, left-hand corner. 2006, left side. 2000, left side. So that's 15 years. 1997, well, Ashley Banfield, but no time or temperature. So it's always been on the left. Tuesday night, we came back from commercial with some newsy music, and I said this.
All right, Heather, it's got to be said, this music is awful.
Well, okay.
Rusty went ballistic.
He tried to put down on TV about it was horrible music. His name was Michael Oldfield. It's the most horrible music he ever heard in his life.
No, Rusty, it's not this classic Tubular Bells from The Exorcist, and it's not Michael Oldfield. Nothing that fancy. It's called Gearing Up from a news music distribution company called Megatrax. Finally, we did a story about the Plano Aquatic Center reopening. A man was injured there, and so changes were made. That's when I got this shocking message.
It was irresponsible for you guys to show the guy that had fallen in the swimming pool in the hole and laying in the hospital bed with his private part showing.
What?
You need to take a look at that before you view it.
About the time I was running to an edit bay to look at these pictures, Jay called back.
Well, I was wrong. That wasn't the private part. That was his finger, okay?
Okay. Disaster averted. Wow. 214-720-3103 or send an email from the website, fox4news.com.
When I'm listening to that call, you can imagine, what?
I know, and you have to look at it.
By the way, did you check out Heather through the years?
Dark hair. Now it's kind of half and half. Dark.
It's all good.
Covered with gray, blonde. It's the whole, it's the rainbow.
How long have you been here? Like 15?
15 years, yeah.
That's great.
You're 18, so a little bit older
I
than
act 18, but I've been here almost 20.
Yeah, that's the truth.